I hated my healthy relationship. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Everything seemed extremely foreign to me. I even remember at the beginning of my relationship, I'm like, hey, there's a part of me inside that does not like you. And I said it with like a comical relief, but I was really serious. Like, there was a part of me that did not like this person, did not like how he held me accountable. I did not like how he held a mirror to my face. I did not like how he created situations where I had to be at my full potential, and I just was not ready to be my full potential at that moment.
The question is, I'm not even going to put it at the bottom. The question is, can you marry a person or get into a relationship with a person that may not be healed or may not be where they're supposed to be, but it's still smart to get into a relationship with them, understanding that you can get them to the space where they need to be? Is it okay to talk to a broken person or to a person that may not necessarily be ready for a relationship and still have a fruitful situation in the long run?
Nope.
Why are you looking like that, Quentin?
I was waiting for some context. I think just said no and stopped talking.
I thought Molly was about to say something. That's why I stopped. But no, like, that's not gonna lead to nothing healthy, man. Like, you gotta let the damaged people heal. Don't deal with nobody who's damaged. You gotta let them heal. That shit gonna lead to something toxic. And in all reality, you deal with somebody who's damaged, that shit might fuck you up. That shit might backfire. And then you toxic and they toxic. That's a bad combination. Don't deal with nobody who ain't healed, just like you shouldn't be dealing with anybody who, if you're not healed. Like, y'all gotta like get that shit together. The only reason she didn't like how things was looking is because she really wasn't ready for no relationship. She wasn't ready to be held accountable.
He was masculine, apparently, because it's like, who else have you been dealing with? Because that's normal.
Yeah. Yep. Like, any dude that wants the best for you, he has to hold you accountable. He has to figure out what you're going to do when you bring forth adversity. He going to want to know. He going to want to know, like, yo, when I tell her to do this and she don't like it, how's she going to react? Dudes want to know that type of shit. At least dudes who want a healthy relationship moving forward. They're not just going to let you do whatever the fuck you want to do. No, they're going to be like, hey, this is the standards that I got. This is what I want done. This is when I want it done. You will do it, or we're not together. It'd be that simple for some guys.
Sound like she had beta man before. Because it's like they just letting you do whatever you want to do. You're not being held accountable for anything as an adult woman.
Yeah, that's wild.
And he has to basically like raise you up. I don't have the time to be trying to fix somebody.
Yeah.
Or heal them or work with them through, especially like, how old are we?
Why is Quentin looking like that?
Like what?
Quentin, what do you think about this?
I think that no, it's not advisable. I think hurt people hurt people. So no, don't do it. Let them deal with their own issues outside of a relationship all day, every day. Yeah. Mental health is real in 2025. People need to get that shit together before they bring anybody into their sphere.
How do you know if somebody is healed?
You can tell by their actions.
No,
just talking to somebody, like you say, just let niggas talk and just listen. Then you can figure it out pretty easy.
I don't know if you I don't know about that.
I think you got to bring up scenarios. You got to bring up scenarios to find out exactly what's going on with them. You don't have to ask like, yo,
You're not gonna tell the truth.
uh,
You're not gonna tell the truth.
it's ways to find out though.
Like what?
So you might have to trigger them in a way or gaslight them.
Oh shit, you toxic, Slimmy.
No. I don't mean in a way where you offending them, but I'm saying like you might have to ask some things like maybe what do you think about DV? Like maybe you might have to do this shit in a different way in this day and age. Like you can start sending memes, not memes, but like different reels and stuff to touch on these situations. Like just to find out. Like that's what I be doing.
There's
I be
some
sending
memes. You said memes?
not memes, but like the stuff that we like
Oh,
that we
like
have in
watching
the
some
group chat.
content?
Yeah, they're like the
Oh,
stuff that we
okay.
send in the group chat. Like you just sitting there like, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? Like you could just find out information and probe in that way. We in a different day and age. You don't gotta always ask things outright. And then you can start finding out like, okay. And then you keep that in mind later. You bring it back up. Like, so what happened with that? You know, that you know, there's ways to find out. You gotta be somewhat of a detective, you know, to like really get certain shit out. Cause you like if you just leave it there, I think Anton is right to a certain degree. You might not get the truth. So you got to probe, but you got to probe the right way.
But do I even care?
What you mean?
It depends on what you want out of the woman.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
gotta
saying.
care.
If you care a lot.
Why do I care?
I ain't trying to deal with no unhealed woman. She gonna be
Why
too
not?
Well,
problematic.
if she's just there for a good time, not a long time, then that's a different.
What difference do it make?
No.
I'll deal with the unhealed woman if I'm just trying to clap some cheeks, 100%.
I don't know. You do too good of a job, shit. She
Them,
ain't.
mhm.
She
Those
gonna be
spirits
clingy.
transfer.
She gonna be clingy. Yeah, and that shit too.
Your life will
There
start
goes this
falling apart. You
fucking
don't know why, because
That
you didn't
soul,
took
that
on
soul
somebody
tie,
else's
tie
demons.
bullshit.
that soul tie
No, it's
might
not
be
even
too
about a
vicious.
soul tie. It's you start looking at things and people as spirits.
No,
You
that's
ain't gonna
true.
just let anybody touch you. You're
That's
not gonna
fucking
just
true.
touch anybody. Cause then you're gonna wonder why certain things is happening in your life and you can't make sense of it, but
Yep, that's
you
true.
done stuck your penis in a demon.
That's true. That is 100% true. You are so accurate on that,
That shit
Molly.
happened to me straight up.
We see how chaotic the
Oh,
world
that
is.
shit ain't
Everybody
funny.
has
No, don't
OnlyFans
sign off.
now.
That shit ain't funny. Oh, you fuck around with the wrong one and you don't even know what's going on. You just like, yo, why
Yeah.
the fuck? Like,
This is why showering is important. Even somebody hugging you, like you
You are
better
so right,
spiritual
Molly.
hygiene,
Hell yeah.
wash it
What?
off.
Spiritual hygiene?
Yes. Yes.
We can only see 1% of what's around us. 99% we can't see. That's in the invisible realm. Imagine how much things we can't see that's just attaching to us. That's how I see it. Mm-mm. I don't let just anybody come in my house. I don't.
That is so true.
damn, Quinn
Molly.
bounced.
Right.
Bye, Quentin. You got to get them demons out of here. Bye. We
Did
banished
he
them.
leave on purpose?
I don't think so. He was doing something. Oh, okay, there you go.
Made me
No,
close my
she's
fucking.
right. Molly is right.
Yeah, no, I agree with her. Like,
Molly
yeah,
is accurate as hell. She is 100% right.
yeah you can't fuck
I'm
around with
sorry,
everybody,
we
man.
didn't talk about spirituals
These
transferring
men
or
wonder why
whatever.
they can't get hired or they can't get their money up past it.
No, she
You
is
got a
100% right,
succubus
bro.
just extracting your energy and you don't know it.
Yep. People, and then like people be going to energy harvest, they don't even realize it. Yep.
It's
I
spiritual
seen.
warfare out here. You better peep. You better
I'm
peep
gonna
it.
keep it 100. It was this when I back when I worked when I was still in the warehouses. I was at Amazon. I remember this shit so vividly. This woman was just like, "Hey man, I don't even know what made her ask me this. I used to talk to everybody on the line, but this shit bothered me." She was like, "No, it wasn't at Amazon. This shit was on fucking Clubhouse. This shit was on Clubhouse. Anton, you remember that shit? When that woman was in the room with us and she was telling us about that about that dude on there. This dude's name was I ain't gonna say his name. I can't remember it anyway.
I don't
But
remember.
he was trying to do, what is that called? Your
I don't
spirit is
remember
over
that.
here, your body is here. What
I
is
might
that?
not
Astral
have been. I might
projection.
not have been.
Astral projection.
I might not have been in that room, Sonny.
Man, man,
I'm pretty sure I wasn't there that day.
man, this shit was insane. She was talking about one of the this dude he had a big following on Clubhouse, and people thought
I
it was
wasn't there, Sonny. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure I would have left that room anyway.
No, we started it,
Yeah, but I probably left.
and dude was they started talking about this. He was a shaman. That's what it was. He was a shaman on there, and this dude was trying to do astral projection on her. I was like, what the? I can't remember the girl's name though.
I do voodoo.
Yeah, this dude was trying to do astral projection on her, man. This shit was wild.
I get weary of like there are certain women that you can see and you can like I remember when I had went out to California and I had did an interview with a girl and I pulled up to the spot. So I pulled up to her spot to do the interview. And I was just looking around and shit. It just didn't feel good. Like it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like those, you know how you could just like be around people or whatever. You look around and then the deeper the conversation get, you could tell they into some other shit and then and what really caught me was when I wound up meeting their assistant. They had an assistant. And I never even aired this interview or anything like that. I just kind of trashed it. I still got it, but I trashed it. I met their assistant, and then their assistant wound up being like a trans person.
Oh hell no!
And everything, every single thing. And it's funny because when I went out there, I was supposed to be interviewing with Marcellus Wiley. So I was out there in California to take care of some business. And Marcellus Wiley hit me up. Actually, not Marcellus Wiley. Somebody else hit me up. Marcellus Wiley's homeboy hit me up, and we were supposed to connect. Marcellus Wiley wound up losing his voice because he coached like his son's football and all of this other type of stuff. But I also had some other girl that hit me up that I was supposed to go out there and do the interview. So I went out there and did her interview, and I never aired it. And that shit was weird, bro. It was weird. It was so weird. And you know, she started talking in a conversation about like sexual stuff and that's when I started really paying attention to like different cities and different areas like Hollywood and all of that shit and how people be getting turned out and stuff. I was like, man, this area, this city is just like crazy. Like LA and all of that shit. I could see how people get too deep into them parties and you know what I'm saying? They start finding themselves in them situations and they start doing all of that shit. Next thing you know, they're part of Diddy files and shit. I could see how people deep dive into that space because they too overly curious, bro. They too into some shit. Like it ain't even on some regular men, women. Oh man, I'm fucking with you. I like you type stuff. They gotta go deep. You know what I'm saying? They start doing all of this wild shit, and then they start talking about. I said, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. And it's funny because Rita was with me, and when we got in the car, I was like, that shit was weird as hell. It just was weird. It was so weird, bro. Weird as hell. You can meet women a lot of times, or you can meet people in the streets, and you could just see them like, damn, that she a little too out there. Like I don't want that shit. I don't want to be around that shit. So, yeah, man, y'all gotta be careful, man. Be careful who you put your dick in, bro. That shit might fall off.
Even with a condom.
More now than ever. And it makes me think about that girl you did a review on, Anton, who had the herpes on her mouth, her
Yeah.
vagina, and her anus.
Yep.
And she's still getting bust down. You know she is.
Because it's still
With
fucking.
her active herpes outbreaks.
Wait, what?
Seriously, no, that's real. Dudes still be going
She
through
said she was having an
it.
active outbreaks as she was recording that video.
When I interviewed remember when I did that? I don't know if y'all caught
Oh,
that.
the HIV lady.
I had did an interview with a girl that had HIV,
Yeah, I remember that.
and she fucking got married
Yeah.
to a dude that didn't have HIV.
And
Wait,
had
I
a
thought he
baby.
had it.
And no, he didn't. He didn't have it. And they had a baby together. Because she said that the medication that she was taking had suppressed
Woo!
her a whole lot, but he's still seen it through. He still went and got with her.
Wait a minute. This whole time I thought he had it too.
No.
Yo, this nigga.
It's people having sex with people with HIV
That is
and don't
that
know it.
there. That there is 1,000% proof of what Molly just said. That was I ain't gonna say it because yeah, you did the interview with her, but yeah, that's the proof.
Yeah.
That's the proof. Ain't no motherfucking way.
That's what I'm
And you
saying.
can't
No
look at her
way.
and
Ain't no
see
way
it.
you in your right mind gonna keep dealing with this somebody. Like once you find that out, you just like, oh, okay. I'll talk to you later.
Blimey, you would be surprised. You see the number is going up with HIV. It's not stopping. They're trying to normalize it so people can feel more comfortable about the fact that they're living with HIV and
Facts.
herpes.
Facts.
They
So
want it to be accepted. Oh, just take this prep and people are like, oh, I, ugh,
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm happy I stay at home and just mm-mm.
Shit, I'll be outside, so this
It's too
this
wild out here. It's
problematic.
too wild.
Let me say I'll be outside.
It's problematic, man.
It's problematic.
Now,
Man, this
ain't no
whole
problem
time,
for
maybe
me.
I don't see how during maybe I wasn't paying attention to a certain part of that video, man. I was watching it live though, because I was in the chat.
And
Yo,
she says she don't have to tell people like if she don't want to.
if you want to see some crazy shit, all you got to do is go to one of the big four cities. Like
Yeah.
go to LA, New York, Miami, or like a fucking Houston or something like that, right? Or even you can even go to Atlanta. Um,
No, Atlanta and Houston was they cool to me, man.
and listen, bro,
New
just
York? Hell
go
no.
outside and walk around, like walk in the really, really popular areas. If you in Houston, what is it, the Galleria? Go to that shit. Um, like if you in Miami, go to South Beach. Like I was walking around, we was walking around yesterday, and we was going to get something to eat. Five sassy motherfuckers, um, all holding hands. They sit at the table, they kissing on each other. It just looked nasty. It just looked like ugh. It looked crazy. It looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, y'all just kissed each other. It looked crazy, bro. It is, man. It's some crazy shit, bro. Like you could just feel it. You could feel it in the air sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. And then they got Dwayne Wade's son covering
I
the
seen that. That 17
17
magazine.
magazine.
Yes.
You said what?
Like this is a demonic gay spirit touching these
It
folks.
is. It
It's
is.
taking souls, snatching souls up.
It is. I seen Dwayne Wade's son on 17 magazine on the cover. Yep.
Out of all the little girls that he took that opportunity from,
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
what boys
Dwayne
is
Wade.
sitting there reading 17 magazine? When I was growing up reading that, there was not one boy ever.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we see who their target audience is now.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
They
When I
different than
when I was
what
coming up, we
you
used to read damn, I might be showing my age. We used to read Maxim.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of
And,
that. Mhm.
and Jet.
Maxim Jet magazine.
Ebony, what was it? Ebony or
Essence.
Essence?
We used to read that shit.
That was Ebony.
I remember Maxim used to throw parties. They threw a Super Bowl party when they did the Super Bowl in Detroit. That was crazy. That was a crazy party. All of the football players was there. A bunch of politicians was there. That was before social media really, really got big. So,
It's getting crazy. And
yeah.
then they pushing it on the world.
The world been like that. This in Africa probably the last places that ain't.
Africa is
No, it's in Africa. They
Africa.
get in
Let me
Africa.
tell you something, bro.
You say what?
In a lot of
They
parts
getting
in Africa, that shit is the worst in the world, bro.
Huh?
Slimmy, where you been at, bro? Africa has the highest AIDS rate in the world. Number one. Number two, in certain parts of Africa, if you're a girl or if you're a woman, you can't walk the streets by yourself. You will get raped. It's normal in parts of Africa for them to try to get rid of their AIDS through babies.
Well, I thought that was because they were
doing it to underage kids. Yes, they do. Bro, Africa has some of the most demonic shit there ever.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot walk around as a woman at night. You by default, you are getting taken, nigga.
Wow.
Y'all didn't know that?
No, I didn't know this.
In certain parts of Africa?
Well, no, I'm talking about homosexuality though. It's not prominent.
You don't think that they rubbing skins?
No.
Oh yeah, it's out there.